Hey guys, my name is Ambika and all of you are here with me on Unacademy's YouTube channel, which is Let's Crack CBSE Commerce. So first of all, before commencing our session, let me tell you what Unacademy is all about and why all of you should need to enroll yourself with Unacademy. Yeah, so let's get started. So herein we have got two subscriptions. Yeah, the first one is Plus, and the second one is really amazing. I'll come to it in a pretty while. But let's acknowledge ourselves. Let's get accustomed with what is Plus subscription all about. So herein we have got the daily life classes. You can chat with your educators in these classes. You can engage in discussions, ask n number of doubts, and answer poll. So how we have got those polls, right? Like in KBC, you've got the four options and you need to choose one. In the same fashion, we have got these polls, and all this will going to happen when the session is active, when the session is going on. So this is something really amazing, isn't it? Another thing is live tests and quizzes. So what exactly, did you actually understand the concept or not? So wherein you need to testify your knowledge regarding this, isn't it? So we have got the live tests and quizzes wherein you can evaluate your preparation with our regular mock tests. And let me tell you guys, these tests are really regular, and wherein you can in detail evaluate your performance as well. Hi Manisha. Yes, and we have got the structured courses how in exams in our schools. Actually we have got like this much content for our for PTs, this much for half yearlies, and this much for finals, right? So we have we have structured our course in such a fashion that it will going to cover up everything which is right there in your syllabus, yeah, in a very strategic manner. Next we have got the unlimited access to the other courses if you will going to subscribe yourself, and you can check out the recorded lectures, and that too at the ease, at the comfort of your house. You don't need to go anywhere for this. So this is the best thing about an academy, that when we were in school, let me share this anecdote with all of you, that we used to hop from one coaching center to the other and we used to waste a lot of time of ours. So like time is precious, right? So herein you can save that time and you can utilize that in learning and gaining knowledge. Next, we have got, as I've already told you, daily life classes, live tests and quizzes, structured courses, and unlimited access to n number of other courses. Live classes are there, and this is all about our plus. Yeah. Then we have got the iconic subscription. This is the second subscription about which I was talking about. Yeah. So herein, what is so special about Iconic is that you will going to get the personal mentor, get one-on-one guidance from top experts as your personal mentor, like literally as your personal mentor. They will going to guide you, they will going to help you out, and they'll be like your saviors, and they'll be like knight in the shining armor. Look, who will going to help you out in every queries, doubts, if you have any related to the any topic. They will going to sit with you, strategize your planning, and resolve your concerns as well. So this is herein the best and the foremost thing about Iconic is that the personal mentor. Next, we have got the live doubt solution lectures as well. Parent Connect. So if your parents have any doubts, any concerns about your academic performance, so herein we will going to share your report with your mentor, like see your ward has attended these many classes, these many sessions, and he have attempted these many polls, and how did he exactly perform. So weekly report will be shared with your parents, and all the benefits which we have checked out with Plus, they are already here with our Plus, right? So what we have checked out with Plus, they're already here with our Iconic subscription. And the price is really cheap for a month. It is 1944. So please guys, go for it. Another important and a very amazing feature of Unacademy is that they're educators. They are so prolific, and I would personally like to call them the superheroes. Yeah, these are the real amazing demigods who are right here to help you out with your academic content. So please take their helps and do enroll yourself to get the knowledge, as they are here to impart, to share their knowledge with all of you. Yeah, so please enroll yourself with Unacademy, and that's too easy. Let me tell you, all you need to do is go to your Play Store and type Unacademy Learning app. This is how it will going to look like. This is our icon, and this is how it will going to look like on your mobile phone. So you need to download this, you need to install this, right? The next question arises like, hey, how will I come to know that what session is there at what time and by which specific teacher? Yeah, so for that we have got our own Telegram app, sorry, not the app, sorry, the channel, and the name is Quest 12 CBSE Commerce. You can use this particular one to get all the information which you need, like which educator is there, what topic will be discussed, and at what time, right? So it's all there. So these are the benefits, these are the features of Plus, that we have got the best educators, interactive live classes, live tests and quizzes, and creative corner. As we all know that CBSE doesn't want to create the robots, right? It wants to create actually the human beings, and who are amazing with all the other content as well. For example, the debating, maybe the dramatics, origami, and things like that. So for that, we have got our own creative corner. And hey, you heard me right. Like, so seriously, we have got a creative corner, and which is handled by the best creative experts. So therein you will going to learn about robotics, about origami, magic tricks, and how to write stories and things like that. So they are all there, and n number of other things as well. So please, please, please check out our Plus course and the subscriptions. Along with that, in Iconic, we have got all these are there in Iconic as well. Best educators, interactive live classes, live tests and quizzes, and creative corner. Along with that, we have got the personal mentor, live doubt solution classes, parent connect, and the study planner. So they all are there. Please, 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 you should check out if you are really there, if you have this quest, this thirst for knowledge. So please, please, please enroll yourself. This is the prize money. For 1 month it's 2,700, 3 months this much, 6 is this much, 15 months, 18 months. And for that you can use my code Ambika. Yeah, and with that you will going to get 10% of discount on your enrollment, which is really fun. So please do that. Yeah, the prize money for Plus, not the prize money, sorry, the cart value of Plus, and this is for Iconic. For 6 months, it is 17,000, 15, 18, and 24. And you already know the benefits of Iconic. Again, you can apply my code, which is Ambika, which is my name also, and you will going to get 10% of discount on your enrollment. Right, guys? So please enroll yourself. And another thing is that we have got the Career Quest Break the Norm, the road less taken, which is basically a line from the poem of Robert Frost, the best, great, amazing American poet. So Unacademy brings to you a free submit with power-packed career counseling to explore career options in unconventional industries. So other than the basic ones, we have got the real different ones. Yeah, Kunal Vijayankar, Philip Philip Ross, and we have got Mrs. Pandey, Gautam, Mr. Gautam, and Arun. And they are right here. Mr. Arun is the VJ. The cricket commentator is Mr. Gautam. Yeah, and we have got different people from different arena of fields, right? So please do check it out. It's the timing is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the date is 20th of December. So please do check it out. Yeah. Let's get started with this in find out what's the difference between few words, right? They may sound pretty similar. You know, for example, if I say words like race and ethnicity, yeah, words like maybe stationery and stationery. I'll let you know the difference between all of these, right? So we'll talk about that. We will going to check out those differences along with the example. Like, what's the difference between these words? So let's dive together into this pool of similar words and let's find out their differences. The first one is stationery. The spelling is S-T-A-T-I-O-N-A-R, right? And the next one is stationery and the spelling is N-E-R. S-T-A-T-I-O-N-A-R and N-E-R. Clear? So N-A-R wale mein kya hai bacha? It's basically an adjective. This is the first and the foremost difference, that this one is adjective. N-A-R-Y and this is E-R-Y is basically a noun. right? So it is used to describe something that is not moving, that is stationary, that is stable, right? Which can't move. Stationary, yeah, like it just can't move from its place. It is called as stationary. And STATIONERY talks about, it refers to writing material and office supplies such as pens, papers, clips, etc. So spelling for this is NERY. Clear? For example, with stationary, stationary, as I've already told you, the meaning of the word is that something which is unable to move, which is like stable, okay, it just can't move, right? The bus crashed into a stationary vehicle. So imagine there was this bus, or एक stationary मतलब एक vehicle था, it was like standing there pretty quietly, it was not moving at all, and the bus crashed into it, right? So that is stationary, means not moving. Like I've already told you, not moving, or we can simply say as stable, right? So that is this stationary, NARY. And NERY is your pen, your paper, anything, you know. So the I walked to go to buy a rule sheet into the stationery shop, right? So this is NE. The stars appear stationary because they are so far away. So as you already know that the stars above in the sky, they look so stationary because they can't move. So this is NARY, stable hai wo. What do you usually buy at a stationery store? I buy a pen. Yeah. The traffic got slower and slower until it became stationary, right? So that's the word stationary. In order to compose my letter, I will be in need of stationery, NERY. Yeah. The second one is aid, AID, and the other one is aid, AIDE. Yeah, it is aid and aid. So AID and AIDE without E, right? Let's check out the difference between the two. So this aid may function either as a noun or a verb. However, in all of the cases, it means help, right? So this aid simply means help, right? What does it mean? It simply means help, and AIDE is basically a noun. Noun means we are referring to perhaps a person. We are referring to a person, right? So that is why we are simply mentioning this as a noun. Clear? For example, this aid money is crucial to the government's economic policies, right? So this aid money means herein, what do we mean by this aid? That means the help with money which the government is doing is really required here. So that means the help. And herein, he served as an aide, which is AIDE, which is AIDE to the former president. So this means and I think आप लोग ने already check कर लिया होगा, it is being mentioned as he. So obviously it's a pronoun, right? And that is definitely be used for a person, which is definitely a men, yeah, boy, men, anybody, right? Masculine maybe, or like the the he served as an aide, which means that he worked as an assistant, as a helper. I repeat, as a helper to the former president. And AID simply means to help somebody, right? A thesaurus is a useful aid to writing. Your dictionary, yeah, your dictionary is a useful aid to write something. That means you take help from dictionary to write something really amazing, isn't it? And his closest aid now is his wife. So his closest companion, now his closest assistant. Assistant here means the one who assists you, and that is now his wife. I hope I made very clear to all of you the difference between aid and aid, AIDE. Although they in pronunciation they do look similar, but in writing now you know the clear-cut difference between these. Yeah. Next we have got the immigrate and your emigrate. Emigrate and emigrate, we can say it this way. So immigrate is basically a verb. So is your immigrate also. It means to leave one country or region to settle in another, right? This means when you are leaving your country to, hi Sujal, right? When you're leaving your country to settle into another, and it means to move into a non-native country or region to live, right? Wherein you haven't received the nationality of that particular country. So you are basically an immigrant there. In order to survive, the prophet decided to emigrate, right? So when did the Greeks immigrate to Finland next year, right? So these are the two examples. Okay, hi Ankit. Yeah. Next, we have got the difference which we need to find out between these two words. Forget about the spellings. They are basically on these words. Race and ethnicity. Yeah, the first one is race and the second one is ethnicity. So they both are basically nouns, right? So race refers to a human's physical characteristic, right? It talks about the human's physical characteristics such as bone structure. Thank you so much, Sujal. Thank you. Skin, hair, or eye color. So they talks about the race, right? Now, ethnicity refers to cultural factors. जहाँ पे हम culture की बात करते हैं, so that talks about ethnicity, such as nationality, yeah, religion, language, and other aspects of culture. For example, Hindu, Muslim. So it is not about that we're talking about race. Rather, we are talking about the ethnicity, right? For example, when we say Britishers, yeah, so that time also we are talking about the ethnicity, not the race. But when I say black Africans, yeah, Negro, so that is basically the race we are talking about. As in, we have got, and herein, obviously, that can be considered as their ethnicity as well. But if we say that the color black and things like that, maybe white, right? So the herein we are talking about brown color. Like we Indians are basically blessed with color brown. Britishers, like foreigners, is somewhere like in Britain, they are blessed with color white. Africans are blessed with color black, right? So how we have got different shades, right? So that time we are considering the race of a person, not the ethnicity. Discrimination on the grounds of sex and race is unlawful, right? Hi Ujjwal. So herein, when you discriminate amongst people on the grounds of their gender, right, on the grounds of their gender, so that time that is obviously unlawful, that is not at all acceptable. And on the basis of their race, that hey, you are white, you are not allowed to sit here, hey, you are black, you're not allowed to sit there, that's completely wrong. And ethnicity का मतलब क्या है? When we talk about somebody's nationality, are you Indian? Yeah. Are you Australian? So ethnicity is that. Clear? The project is based on poverty rather than ethnicity. So इस वाले project में ये नहीं mention करना था कि कौन सी country में कितना ज़्यादा poverty है and things like that. Rather, which country and in fact how many poors are there in all over the globe, like around the globe. Right? Hi, Athar. So that is what you were supposed to do. Clear? Next is everyone and everybody. Right? We get so confused. Like, should I use here everyone or should I need to use here Hanji, Sahil? And are we supposed to use everybody? Like, there's quite a confusion there. So let's just clarify this doubt of ours. So everyone is referred to each person in the group, like everyone whosoever is there in the class, right? So that is everyone. And everybody refers to a group of people. Imagine there is a group. So we are referring to the whole group, not to a single person, but rather to individually. That way we are, sorry, not to a single person, but rather to a group. So that time we will going to use everybody, right? But हम जब एक individual person की बात करते हैं, so we are supposed to use everyone, as the word also itself is very clear. Don't get confused with body. यहाँ पे everybody means a group of people. Clear? What happened? What Eureka? I did not get it. यस मैम, यूरेका में नॉर्मली होता है what क्या होता है यूरेका वाली क्लास में? I'm good, Sahil. Thank you for asking. I hope you're also doing great. Yes. Next, we have got this specially and this specially. I mean, I know a lot of the people out there, they do commit mistake when it comes to the difference between the specially this and the specially this. You can type to me there on educators comment if you want to feel like, if you want to connect with me on our Unacademy's app. Yeah. The first one is specially. Specially. It signifies to one person, thing or situation above all the others. Used before an adjective that means very or extremely. Everybody and everyone में confusion है. Hey, it's very easy. When I'm saying everyone, that means एक पूरे group में जितने भी लोग हैं, I'm referring to each one of them individually. Like each one of you. That means everyone is invited for my birthday party. So everyone. Clear? Everybody means I am not referring to anybody specific in the group. Rather, I am talking to everybody in the context of whole group. Like everybody from 11C is invited. Yeah. And when I say every, Hanji, right? So everybody is, I'm referring to the larger group. Not as an individual person, but मैं पूरे group को refer करके बात कर रही हूँ. For example, sorry, another difference is everyone is more formal than everybody and more common in written language. So हमें अगर कभी भी formal context में बात करनी है बच्चा, तो हमें हमेशा everyone लिखना है. Like everyone is requested to be please seated. We can't say like everybody is requested to be please seated. No, that sounds pretty informal, right? So everyone is like you are actually considering each one as an individual. Clear? And it is everybody is less formal than everyone, and we use it more in spoken language, right? Spoken language में use कर रहे हैं, right? So that is why herein it will be everybody, rather it will be everyone. Clear? For example, everyone is laughing at me behind my back, right? And he told everybody he saw the news. Okay. Right, Sujal, right. So next one is specially and specially, and now I hope कि everybody may or everyone may up confusion नहीं होगा. So now, specially refers to one person, thing or situation above all the others. And this specific describes a specific or special purpose of something. Like why specifically this one? Sahil, you can text me there and it will reach to me directly from the, because it's the personal chat box which you have there. So you can type it to me, whatever you want to convey. So crime is on the increase, especially mugging and burglary, right? That is theft, cheat, right? The boards are specially built for the disabled. This is this specially, like specifically for this particular set of people. So herein we need to use specially. Clear? And next one is I love Rome, especially in the spring. So herein you are talking about like when you want to use the word, the adjectives very extremely also. So that means आप एक specific चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे हो जो बाकी सबके comparison में you are giving it more importance, right? So when you have got things in a large, right, things in large to compare with और आप उसको extreme importance दे रहे हो, so that time you will going to use specially, this specially. और आप किसी भी specific चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे हो wherein you have not anything to compare with, right? So you will going to use specially. The boards are specially built for the disabled, right? Specifically, it was being built for the disabled, right? I love Rome, especially for the spring, and I came here specially to meet you, specially to see you. So I've got a specific occasion or purpose in my mind. Next is our empathy and sympathy. So empathy, they both are noun, empathy and sympathy both, right? So empathy means the ability to identify with or understand another situations or feeling, कि आप सामने वाले की जो feelings है या फिर उसका situation है, you are able to understand that. So that time we will going to use empathetic or empathy. Clear? Sympathy refers to a feeling of pity or sorrow for the distress of another, right? So wherein you are feeling bad for specifically for somebody, so that time you go all sympathetic. In empathy you can simply step into the I'll tell it to you, Anju, I'll tell it to you right away, bacha, the difference between those two. Yeah. So right, so that is our empathy. She had great empathy with people, right? So specifically, like at large, she is such a person that who steps into anybody else's shoe and she can feel for them, right? The next one is, she never expressed my sympathy when I was injured. She never expressed any sympathy when I was injured. So she did not shower any sort of, any sort of attention, and she wasn't sympathetic at all with me, right? So that's empathy and sympathy. The next one is presume or assume. Yeah. So this is the good one. Like we get so confused. Like, am I supposed to use here presume or assume? Although there's a vast difference between these two, but let's just check it out. I hope it will be very clear to each one of you now. Now, presume means when you presume something, you suppose it suppose it is based on some evidence or probability, right? आपने ये presume किया है, और हम लोग वो presume कब करते हैं बच्चा? अगर हमारे पास कोई evidence है या आपको लगता है कि this is for sure going to happen, like probability बहुत ज़्यादा है, so that time it will be presume. Clear? The next one is assume. So when you assume something, you believe so without any evidence. आपके पास कोई evidence नहीं है, सिर्फ आपको लगता है कि हाँ एक assumption जिसे हम बोलते हैं, assumption, right? That is assuming something, assumption. Clear? So that is, आपके पास कोई evidence नहीं है, आप actually ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं है, but फिर भी आपने ऐसा सोच लिया है, right? So that is wherein you can say assume, assumption. Presume can also mean to act without permission or to accept something as true because there is no evidence that it is false. So although कोई आपको ये भी नहीं पता है कि actually आपके पास evidence है या नहीं है, but आपने assume कर लिया, like you have made your own presumptions कि this is how it is, right? So that time also you can use presume, right? Assume can mean to undertake a task or a responsibility or to adopt qualities. Example is, I presume from your speech that you are a foreigner, right? तो आपने किसी को सुना, like somebody is saying something, so आपको उसकी language में थोड़ा सा difference दिखा, like the tone में थोड़ा difference लगा, so now आपके पास एक evidence हो गया to think that right, he has got some different type of accent, right? So that means you have made a presumption. Clear? Now, herein we cannot assume anything in this case. So, आपके पास कुछ points ही नहीं है, कोई evidence ही नहीं है. So, therein you have used here assume. Clear? Next is advise and advise, right? So, there's a difference with the spelling, which is S and C, and along with that, इसके साथ एक और भी major difference है, and let me tell you that. So, advice is a noun, right? Okay, so that is your noun. That means a suggestion of how you should act in a certain situation. So, आप जब किसी से suggestion लेते हैं, so in that scenario, कि आपको एक particular situation में कैसे act करना चाहिए, कैसे react करना चाहिए, yeah, how you should, like when you ask somebody's suggestion, advice, so that is this. Advice, right? And advice means that first of all it is a verb that means to recommend, to give someone information about something or to give a suggestion, right? So now the major difference between these two is that it is noun, advice, and this one is our verb, advise, right? Now I really need to get some basic financial advice. That is ADVICE, and I would advise you not to tell him. So यहाँ पे I would advise is actually acting as your verb. Clear? Next is you go to your doctor and ask him, for advice. Your lawyer can advise you, like it can recommend you whether you should take this action, this step or not. Right? The next one is the worst and the worst. Right? WORSE, worst, and WORST, worst. Hi, Prakash Chandra. Yeah, that is worst. Okay. It is a comparative adjective like ye or ye. If you have got two different things, so उसमें से worse क्या है? Right? That is worse. When you have got something to compare with, that is called as worse. Clear? And WORST is basically your superlative adjective. Right? Like big, bigger, biggest. So that is superlative adjective. Now, WORSE defined as a lower quality or a lower standard, like एकदम least. Okay, that is your worst. And worst is defined as the lowest quality or the lowest standard. So if worst is here, so worst is right here. Okay. Hi Raj Lakshmi. Hi, how are you? Yeah, so that is worst. So bad excuses are worse than ever. Right? So it has actually, baki sare mein se, this is the worst one. Clear? And this is the worst storm we have had for years. So, like when you standardize something, so you usme sabse least categorized hai. Right? Like big, bigger, biggest. Right? So herein it's the big one. Like जो थोड़ा ज़्यादा, मतलब हम comparison में सबसे least category पे है. His manners are even worse. Now we have got something to compare than his sisters. So we are comparing his manners with his sister. Right? We are comparing his manners with his sister. Right? So that is, we have got something for our comparison. So comparison में हम दो ही चीजों के बीच में comparison कर सकते हैं. So we have got here worse. Worst is, it was the worst day of my entire life. So worst को हम कैसे difference कर सकते हैं, differentiate कर सकते हैं when we have got a larger number, right? So in that scenario, we will going to use worst, WORST. Now, one question is being asked by one of our students, and let me help you with there and there, right? So the question was, hi Rimi, the question was THEIR and THERE, right? That was the question, I believe. Just a second. Yeah, that was the question, right? So this means ये वाले का मतलब होता है when we are talking about, like, let's just keep it there. Okay, like keep it inside my room, keep it there inside my room. Okay, keep it there inside my cupboard. Yeah, are you there? If I say are you there, so मतलब हम वहां पे एक place की बात कर रहे हैं, एक position की बात कर रहे हैं. Right? So that scenario, in that scenario, we are going to use THERE. Why we can write have a nice day? Ma'am, I have a question. Why we can write have a nice day? Because you want, that is like, you want that the other person's day needs to be a good one. It needs to be nice. So that is why you need to tell that person that, hey, have a nice day. Have a great day ahead. Yeah. And this there means belongs to. Oops, sorry. This there means belongs to. Right? That is THEIR. Right? Like it belongs to them. So in that scenario, it's theirs. Right? Ye unka hai. So we can say it's theirs. Right? It's theirs. So, right? So that is a difference between THERE and THEIR. are. So I think you are very clear with all these words which we have checked out just now. And they were words like race, ethnicity, stationery, stationery, aid, aid, and different other words, right? So if you still have any doubts, you can revisit the same video, and tomorrow I will come up with more words which may look similar, but hey, they have got their own differences, right? So I think this video was a great help for all of you. And another thing, if you are not there on Unacademy, please download the app and do check out the best crazy features of Unacademy. And another thing, like, okay, we have got three other things here, and you can use my code, which is Ambika, Ambika, and you will surely get a discount of 10% when you will going to subscribe to it, to any of it, maybe Plus or Iconic. So guys, go for it and do use these services which is being provided by Unacademy. With that, I'm going to take your leave. I hope you enjoyed it, and do take care of yourself and keep reading, keep studying. Bye bye.